I lost my phone. Y'all are like super close to my face, so we'll back y'all up a little bit. So what's up? What's poppin'? It's your girl Malicha, and I'm back with another video. So in today's video, I decided to re-record this because I recorded it one time and I didn't like it, so now it was a little too formal. A little hot tea. I was gonna do this with a cup of wine, but I decided I'm gonna say that for the mall. What I ended up doing was I had got on YouTube, and before previously, if y'all do know, what is this piece of hair? I was on a video before previously of the Door Girl Chronicles, right? So if you don't know, I still work in the strip club even through the pandemic. I still work at the strip club and whatever, and I should have did it before and after, or then and now, or update, whatever I'm gonna call this thing. I had a girl, her name is Cheyenne. I 100% hope it's Cheyenne, and she wanted to come on here. She had asked me a couple of questions, but then I decided that it was too formal, so I decided to make the money count. I still feel like y'all are just too tall. I haven't made a Door Girl Chronicle video or Door Girl video point blank period in a very long time, so I didn't even know anybody was still interested in this, but she said she was. So I'm just going to try and do a little update, but I'm going to answer her questions. So I'm going to put her questions across the bottom of the board or the screen here. So her first question is, do I still work as a door girl? Yes, I do work as a door girl still. So as of right now, I only work 2 days a week. I decided to cut my own hours because I went to school, and B, I had some other things come up. So I cut my hours. I just kind of let the manager decide what day he preferred me to work out of the weekend days. Technically, a strip club weekend days is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Our club is closed on Sunday. So he said he wanted me to work Friday, so I told him I would give him Thursday and Friday. So I only work on Thursday and Friday. And she wanted me to do an update. What's it like? How much money I make and requirements. Okay, so as I get things organized here, I like to typically count my days separate, but since now I'm not really too worried about making a bunch of money, especially now with the pandemic, I just don't care. I haven't spent none of this from my understanding, but who really knows? But I don't think I spent any of this money. I tried not to. What was her first question? Do I still work there? Any updates? So as the pandemic has hit, the club has gotten slow, which is just like anything else pretty much. I think the only thing that's not taking any hits is like freaking Walmart and like super centers and like those things, Targets, like all that, Food Lion. All the other extracurricular activities have taken a hit, which is perfectly fine. So due to the pandemic making it slow, I've sat at home and made like 2 side businesses. So that's Thursday's money. I'm about to start straightening out Friday's money, or this is Friday's money. I'm about to start straightening out Thursday's money. I mean, that's really it. Like, it has gotten really slow. That's pretty much how it is. It's slow for the door, it's slow for the girls, it's slow for the bar. It's all about being there and, of course, bringing your customers in. For me, per se, I don't necessarily have like a regular, but the club has regulars that I see that know me and they like when I'm there versus when other people are there. And that's the tea. So that's really that for that. And any requirements, I mean, right now we don't have too many requirements. We do have an age requirement where you have to be at least be 18 at least to apply. Some places it's gonna be 21, but my club is 18. I don't look cute, sorry y'all. I look like a bum because I had to run out and go run some errands, and I started my day mad late, so there's that. But there's no requirements. There is a dress code. You just need to come neat. You want to come cute, just because you are the first person that they see when people come in the door. The club, you set the vibe and you set the tone for the club. So if you're cute, 9 times out of 10 the bartender's cute, the girls are gonna be cute. So you just want to be making sure like your presence makes it, like, speaks volumes for the club. So that's kind of basically her first part. At my only job, well, right now during the pandemic, yes, that is my only job. I made it arbitrarily my only job because I decided to quit everything else that I was doing and focus on the club. which is a little backwards because I should have been working 5 days a week like I was when the pandemic first started and we had opened back up. Like when everything started opening back up in like June, I was there 5 days a week, and then eventually I decided that they were pissing me off and getting on my nerves a lot. I'm just not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it raw, and I decided that it wasn't it. So that was my choice. That was what I wanted to do. Do I have to share tips? Do I have to share tips? No, I do not. For me personally, I have my own personal tip jar. The bartender has a tip jar. I think as of right now, the only person that has to split tips is the bartender. If there is 2 bartenders. If there are 2 bartenders, they split. The waitress doesn't have to split because typically it's just one of her, and then the girls only split if they do a stage set together or they're in the booth together. But me, no. What I make is what I make. Me tipping out the bartender and me tipping out security, me tipping out period, is based on me. It's not a requirement like it is for the girls. I don't have to tip out anybody. So if I do tip out, which I'm actually trying to get better at tipping out, because I be in there making, I don't really make any money right now, but on a good night I do make some money. How can you use that position to get your foot in the door in the nightlife? So how can you use that position to get into nightlife, basically? For me, I had already started off in nightlife. I had already worked different types of clubs or different types of events that were technically part of the nightlife. But if you're trying to figure out how you can grow in the adult entertainment or stripping world, I'd per se say the door is a good spot. I say that because you can see everything. You can see how the girls are. You see the bartender. You see the manager. And you make that judgment call if this is a type of environment where you A, want to advance and change like different positions, or B, where you just like, you know what, this is where I want to be. The door is my niche and that's all I want to do. For me, it was going to be used to get my foot in the door. When I first started there, I wanted to be a stripper or a dancer or entertainer, whichever, you know, I don't know what the correct political term is. We go call everybody dancers. There's a difference between a stripper, a dancer, and an entertainer. That's just what it is. But I per se, I did want to be a dancer when I did start once upon a time. So I wanted to get into a strip club. Was never a place I've ever worked at, so I wanted to get into it. So the door was my option to get in, meet the girls, meet the managers, meet the bartenders, meet the crowd, and see if it was worth advancing or not. After a while, I just took the initiative to not advance. It's not that I don't think it's worth it. I just don't think that is where my attitude pretty much is really going to take me. Like, I just don't think I'm set up for that. What are my hours like, or what are the hours like? So my club's hours are 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. and just what I think last week, a couple of weeks I was off. So I think last week was one of the weeks I was off, and we now switched to 8 to 1. Before the pandemic, we were opening at 7. With the pandemic, we stopped opening at 7. When we opened back up after June, we started opening at 8 to 2. And then I think, like I said, just last week we started changing to 8 to 1. Now our governor in North Carolina here has made the decision that he wants to start shutting things down at 5 o'clock. It'll go into effect on the 11th. So I don't know what that's going to partake. I haven't been to work yet this week since he made his call. He made his call today, and to make it go into effect on Friday, where businesses and everything must close by 5. I don't know how that's going to affect us because we don't open till 8. So I will give y'all an update. By the time this video comes out, it'll actually come out before I go to work, so I really don't know what they're going to say. I'll have to like leave a comment down below and let y'all know what the update is about that. Come on, phone, unlock. Sis want to know the tea. And is it a lot of responsibility? Yes. Yes, it is. It is a lot of responsibilities because you control the crowd. It sounds so crazy, but you control who comes in and whatever. Like, who comes in, who comes out, whatnot. A lot of people can get past security because they don't have to talk. It's once you get to the door and it comes to the fact of, if you're an asshole to me, then 9 times out of 10 you're going to be an asshole to the bartender, you're going to be an asshole to the dancers, you're going to be an asshole to the waitress, and I don't want you in there. So I personally make that call. So the door girl does make that call of who is coming in and who's not. It doesn't matter who you think you know inside. If I don't want you inside, you ain't coming, and that's it. That's that on that, and that's period, poo. Other than that, I mean, it is because I like I said, you make that judgment call. My manager per se leans a lot on me and the bartender, which isn't a bad thing. I like the responsibility. I mean, that's really it. You control who comes in. Even girl wise, you control who comes in, who doesn't. We have a cutoff. It's either 15 girls or 10:30 as our cutoff. And you know, so you got a lot of things to keep in mind. You deal with a lot of money up there. You deal with a lot of people. You deal with your own money. You deal with the club's money. Now we're dealing with the girls' money, because now when the girls check in, they now check in at the door. So we deal with a lot of money. So there's a lot of cash handling responsibility, and you got to build up that type of trust with your management to be able to handle that type of responsibility. And that's, I mean, really, I think, I mean, that's all that she had asked, Cheyenne had asked. If y'all can think of some other things, I don't have anything else that's like extra that I can add and throw in. But if y'all can think of anything else, like, just leave them in the comments below and I can do another update. You can DM me on Instagram. Like, my Instagram is LICHAABABYY. Of course, I'll have it up on the screen. It was probably in the beginning. It's definitely in the intro. It's somewhere in the beginning of this video, and I'll just mention it, drop it again. You can always message me on there. I don't have no problems with answering anybody's questions. You can leave a comment below with any more questions, and if you want me to make a whole nother video, then we can do that too. If not, we don't have to do that, and I can just answer your questions straight up to you. So I got all the money organized here. We're gonna go ahead and do a quick count up, because it's really not much, as y'all saw. So I'm gonna do a quick count up. Can't even get the money off the table. So 20, 30, 55, 69. So in 2 days I made $69. And granted, I probably spent one of them. I actually had to tip out $1 because my drawer was not short, but because of credit card taxes, so like when people tip on my credit cards or tip on a credit card, I have to pay like a little bit of a fee. So I really made $70 this week. I will go ahead and end the video right here too. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I just want to say thank you guys for clicking on this video. And I want to give a big shout out to Cheyenne here, who actually had questions for me and I didn't mind answering for her. I had already recorded this video and I didn't like it, so. And then, like I said, if y'all have any more questions, don't forget to leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to Instagram me. DM me on Instagram if you have any other questions too. I'll see y'all in the next video. I set myself up.